And only 1 3-0 because the rest were all game 4s. We're most likely running into that similar situation up next because we have Tilde, the best Falco, going up against John Numbers, who has been playing very well, but here's the thing. Tilde is so good at handling this type of matchup. The matchup's already poor for Weepit to begin with, and then you have to back up the fact that this is, like, Tilde knows that you're going to try and play passive, but
that was so
it's
funny.
also, I think Numbers is going to try and play into his head. Like, what if I just don't move? And then I get you mad. What are you going to do? And he's going to get 66% out of it.
Oh yeah, you don't get away with like zoning a lot against Falco. He is definitely one of the most consistent and like best reflectives in the game. But coming in there super aggressively, gets the drag down, but just good DI from John, avoiding any potential spikes.
Yeah, it does. Oh my God, what a check to that. And that, yeah, you have to worry. You can never Sun Salutation from ledge here because Tilde is pretty much going to be waiting for it, but instead gets back on with the header, punishing that attempt on trying to punish a roll-in with that forward smash.
Okay, and just stalling with the header yet again at the ledge shoot. Oh man, this is just so many Xenos that Tilde attends, and it just ends up being Tilde John. This is a matchup I've seen dozens of times.
It was funny because before we hopped on, John was talking about like I have what was the word? It's like I have spite with like everyone in my way because like he's fought G before and he's lost, or he's at least fought G in the past. He's fought Chris in the past. He's dealt with Tilde and now Tilde. He's got so many people he has to go through like annoyance demon-wise. But Tilde, we just saw a little while ago too, that Game 5 set against Jackal. He was playing phenomenally until Jackal started waking up. So I don't think Tilde is going to be losing easily if he does go down.
Oh yeah, but Numbers, I gotta say that edgeguarding was phenomenal. I am surprised that Numbers kept on going through like headers instead of something like a back air, but maybe he was just respecting that massive like, a B hitbox that Falco has.
Yeah, I like the fact that he consistently kept putting out that nair pressure early because even if they don't hit, he's trying to get Numbers to know early. I'm not gonna let you try to spike me off stage because that's what he always goes for.
Oh, that was a little ugly, wasn't it?
That was so smart, though. He used the header off the wall to be able to get the rebound to smack him up and then end up getting the stock anyways. How did he think about that angle? Numbers is playing this character for too long. That was beautiful.
He was ready for it. No matter what, he was like, okay, if you tech this, I still have another option ready for you. And now, percentage even, big opening for Tilde here potentially, but the tech roll away. There was nothing that Falco could have actually done to threaten the tech roll out.
Yeah, by the way, for anybody who's ever fighting this type of matchup, if you have the illusion between Fox or Falco, take that dash attack every time. Because if you go to ledge, you might die. You go to center, you take a dash attack. That's worth that hit every single time.
Okay, right now Numbers just trying to get back onto the stage here. Tilde keeps on going through a lot of 2-frame attempts, doesn't actually find any, and Numbers just bobs and weaves his way out of all of those buttons.
Yeah, also, with a asterisk next to it, if you see Sun Salutation fully charged, maybe second guess doing that illusion to center. But luckily for him, he has the option of being able to do a frame 1 toss back. This is how are we at 4? Actually, I was about to say, how are we at 4 minutes and only one stock each has been gone, but then I remembered what we're watching. So shout out to Xeno Weeklies because it's what you deal with all the time, and just perfect spacing, perfect read to get that down air instead of up air follow-up.
Oh yeah. So, you got quite a bit of damage to make up for it, but if anybody can do it, it's going to be Falco. Swatting away with that shine, tilting that shield back and forth a little bit and fading back, just waiting for John to press another option here. And he has been catching John release the crouch multiple times with the laser. Oh my God.
Hey, man, look, hey, you got to get the workout in somehow. John making sure that he sneaks underneath. You want to low profile those projectiles as much as you can, but any passive hit is a benefit for Tilde. He's trying to get him to walk forward, but Numbers sneaking right through to get that up tilt. Doesn't find a closeout, but he's still getting in.
Oh, those are a lot of rolls, and John is looking for the heavy punish on those. Tilde just keeps on fishing for some of those down airs, doesn't actually find it. That's not going to be the stock quite yet.
You can tell just how much these two fight because you can see the roommate read, if you will. Like when you fight your best friend all the time, not saying that these two are, but when you fight someone for so long, you see so many habits that are just player-based, and that's why they're being so careful in center before they decide to actually press anything.
Okay, John needs his stock. That Sun Salutation across the screen is not able to do it quite yet, and the F tilt to the beak is going to be able to do it. Finally. Oh my God, that took forever.
Yeah, he is now. Oh, wow, okay. I love the fact that we looked out at the player cam as the down air happened. Numbers was already looking over, just like run it back, like wasting no time whatsoever because he knew.
What happened here? Was it just the down air and then did he like drop down double jump?
I'm pretty sure what happened here is that when he dropped down, tried to go for a header, and because of the drop down, you lose the jump in that situation. That up B is not that far. See, watch. Drop down. Yep. Drop down, double jump.
There's nothing that you could have done. And usually, you know, you think, okay, maybe my up B has like enough distance to actually make it back on. Well, not in this case, he didn't.
Yeah, you got to be very careful around Tilde at the ledge. And even if he whiffs that down air, it's not very punishable from that position. You got to rise up and try to do something about it. So he's going to get you to press the button, maybe get a grab out of it regardless, or an up tilt as you try to go punish that down air. But instead, he ends up sporting the first game.
So yeah, going into game number 2 here, I just feel like the biggest thing, John has to be careful of those. But now Tilde is actually able to do Falco things. Gets into just so much damage. I don't think that up air was intentional. Or maybe he just misspaced it.
Yeah, it might have been misspaced, but I mean, we saw before, even with the damage that Numbers is taking on the ledge, he evens it up pretty quickly once he gets back. That's been the scary part. And in the minigame, again, of when does he decide to shoot Sun Salutation? He's using the charges to get Tilde to jump so he can run in and get the free up tilts.
John DI'd out on the up tilt. That's like a really big Falco vibe check that you have to make sure that you're constantly present for. Gets the down air, but doesn't find the double jump back.
Miss.
Yeah, just
very rare miss.
I feel like a full hop back might have still connected there, or just like an immediate double jump back, but not the timing that Tilde went for.
Yeah, this is another one of those, we take those situations, because hopefully for John, if you're in this situation, you can maybe end up taking a stock first. You know, I don't think he's gonna be able to get deep breathing for free in front of Tilde right now, but he's definitely getting close to a back air kill out of shield if he gets one solid hit.
Oh yeah, but right now deep breathing is back on deck. Numbers being really, really patient as always. Tilde just always so present and aware of that header. Just jumping in Numbers' face. Went through the tomahawk down tilt as well. Just going through all these like late mix-up options.
Somebody made a pretty good point. They said just tell Numbers it's a local. That'll give him the absolute buff he needs right now to just run through everyone.
Oh yeah. You put him in that local mentality and then that's it.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
unstoppable.
Yep, all of a sudden it's over. 153, we are at the 2-minute mark. With how much these two have actually been kind of boxing at ledge, nobody's dead yet.
I mean, Tilde missing that like kill confirm was kind of huge, right? Because look how much damage that John was able to get as a result, and look at the fact that John has now taken that first stock off, 157%. He's gonna run away. He's out of here.
I mean, all the jokes aside too, it's actually really difficult to be this composed against a character like Falco. Like, it's not easy to do. He's smothering, he's making sure you can't jump in, and he gets so much damage when he does actually hit you. So the fact that Numbers is able to stay this calm, Dara, is a testament to how often he has fought this matchup.
But, oh my gosh, such a good grab there. He conditioned the shield just by going through the Sun Salutation and did the Samus thing, which is to then go through the dash grab.
I'm surprised he went for that dare twice. That's not something usually it's just like a one attempt and then maybe a header to try and go for a spike. But Numbers playing way more aggressive, forced the double jump to get burned, but missed the F tilt. Now he gets punished for his double jump. He can actually die for that right now if Tilde is able to find his recovery, but instead gets hit by the header.
A little bit too quick on that neutral get up, just had to wait a second longer, and then that downer could have found its mark, right? But Numbers has made it back on, just gently, slowly but surely, able to get his way back onto the stage here, and any button can take the stock off, especially with deep breathing. Up tilt, F tilt, back air, weave it. As long as she just gets that hit, she has so many ways to do it.
Yeah, that's all you need is just one mistake from Tilde, kind of overextending, but good space. I like the option of going for the nair there instead, so you can fade back at worst to not really get punished too hard for it. But one F tilt, like you said before, will do it, especially now with deep breathing on. Back air will do it as well.
I'm surprised that Tilde didn't get his down and out on time. I thought he was going to extend his hitbox and potentially spike Numbers. The late hitbox actually going to be coming out here. This is huge for Tilde, who then just runs out into another header, and John makes it back on.
I still can't get over the fact that he just did a forward smash as an anti-air call out from his jump from that platform. He ends up losing his stock first, but that was ridiculous bravery from Tilde. So at least get him up to 108, and the up smash out of shield won't be enough.
Wow.
I think deep breathing might have helped with that.
Yeah, that like a little bit of chip healing, like definitely put John
also,
in just the right percent.
Slight weight increase, so it makes it look very, very difficult to try and get around. But either way, Tilde has taken a boatload of damage since trying to get that stock. He's taken 80 plus, so the job's already done here for this stock for John.
How do you actually close? That's not supposed to happen.
How do you actually close it out?
On the list of things that's supposed to happen, Falco getting a kill with back throw is not one of them. But what an aggressive ledge option. You always have to look out for the sheer height on Falco's double jump. He is just able to sneak his way back on and even get a second hit off of it.
And this is, you know, never feel comfortable with the lead against Falco, because one up tilt, one good read period, and you are now at an even percent window. So 29% to 96, definitely not the most comfortable spot, but Tilde's playing perfectly within range of Numbers. If he makes that one mistake, that damage is going to be applied because he is right underneath that platform.
Oh yeah. Okay, just again wiggling his shield a little bit here. It is yet another ledge trap situation. And then as soon as John saw like that dash, he was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna just go back onto safety.
That he is extremely lucky he got around that. That was perfectly executed by Numbers to try and make him go that direction. Numbers is surprised that even killed, or just the fact that he got hit by it. Like, how dare you get hit by that?
How could you? I gave you a little bit too much respect. I can't believe this.
We are approaching, well, we're guaranteed no 3-0. We are at 1-1 now. This is exactly how these matches go. We've seen this episode so many times. This is The Office at this point with how often we see them fight. But what is going to be the difference maker this time around? Like, what did you see that Numbers did well in that game that Tilde needs to figure out?
The biggest challenge is going to be at that ledge. Because let me tell you, the amount of times that John was sitting at the ledge here and Tilde did not find a way to threaten both either drop down like double jump options or a roll back on at the same time. All that John has been doing has been waiting at the ledge, seeing what Tilde does, and then alternating between either neutral get-ups or drop down double jumps or the Wii Fit infamous ledge roll.
Oh, we'll see. Well, yeah, definitely. We're going to take 50 only, surprisingly. That looked like he was going to go for a little bit more, but John, knowing his DIs, being able to kind of land a little bit earlier. But John pushing him off stage already, looking for that early dare, trying to catch him on a back air tech check as well to see if he can snipe one out early.
Oh, yeah. Waiting a little bit, popping out a couple of lasers here. A really good position for Tilde, but we have seen the amount of damage that John is able to put back on with the breathing on deck. It is unholy. It is unspeakable.
And Numbers racking the numbers back up right now. Actually, 81% to 57. It's been a little bit since Tilde's got a huge punish. He started off this game with 50 plus. Everything else has been straight hits so far. That's just the name of the game.
And
of
if you're
fighting
going hit for hit with Wii Fit, you're not going to be the one coming out on top.
No.
This is the combo character needs his combos.
And Wii Fit being able to not only heal back a little bit, but the fact that Wii Fit is going to be in a much better position zoning-wise, it's going to work out a lot better.
That neutral was a bit of a misinput, wasn't it? I think Tilde just want to go through the back end, but hey, that time around, he missed the code confirm the first time. He didn't bleed. He got the up smash. He finally punished John at the ledge.
Yeah, now to minimize the damage, you want to make sure that this time Numbers isn't adding it on quickly, which he immediately gets it up tilt into that back air, looking to try and get him at the ledge. And perfect option coverage there from the header into that follow-up.
But then double jumps right back into the neutral, the uppy, excuse me, makes it back on, but ate so much damage because of it. Beautifully reflected, though.
That lingered for so long. I don't think that Numbers was ever expecting that to hit him because of where it ended up activating. Now Numbers has taken 95%, one forward air off stage. One neutral air from the ledge actually might do it too, so you might see him go for that tech jump there.
He baited him. He baited him into going for the ledge jump and then thinking that, hey, am I going to be too late on this? Am I just going to neutral get up? And said he just waited for John to press an option and then punish it. That was beautiful. Nooch, baby.
It really has been so many years since that these two have fought each other. The amount of execution that you need to be able to change things up, but that back air does finally find the untechable to be able to get the job done. 109% already done on the numbers on second stock.
Right now, Tilde just being really patient with some of his approaches, right? But John, catching the aggression that time really well, was like, hey, you're going in, I got a neutral, and I'm able to call out that jump in.
And Numbers is just looking for that one opener. Like, looking for that nair would be the good idea, but Tilde seeing right through that, knowing, yeah, you want the nair so you can find that follow-up into an up, like an up air, put me at 70 plus, make me scared. Not going to let that happen here, Dara.
Oh, yeah. All right, comes back on with the neutral and a couple of up tilts as well. Huge damage, and most importantly, sets up the edge guard. The down tilt was a really good idea, but I feel like John's hitbox shifted when he went through the forward air.
Yeah, and there's still, Tilde, well, okay, maybe I need to take my statement back. Tilde was playing perfectly on defense for a good amount of time there, but now John is starting to catch those landings again. They've been, like, the patience of John is the key factor that makes him so good. So even with this lead that he has, John still sees a win condition on deck because he knows he has 3 minutes still to go.
Look at these empty hops. Look at this. Tilde is just playing so beautifully right now. He is just non-committal. He is threatening so much space, and he's able to bait out that neutral get up, but it doesn't kill quite yet.
Luckily for him, at least now he's at 100 plus at the last stock, so it'll be more straight hit potential. But kind of like you pointed out in the previous game, that kill confirm he missed before kind of led to him losing. This one was still on deck, but he didn't close it out. Look, that.
Damn.
He needs it, quote unquote.
Falco needs it, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely needs it, 100%.
Oh man, Tilde right now is just going through all of it. He's looking through the side B into the up air. He's looking through the drag down tilts. He hasn't found any of those quite yet, as Numbers is looking to clean up that stock.
I love that mix-up of that landing there, too. That's the first time he got that aggressive out of disadvantage with that forward air, and he tripped up Numbers because of it. Now Numbers is going to get the KO here with the dash attack.
He popped out that Sun Salutation, said, okay, press that shine. You did fantastic, I know my opening kill. And now Tilde, thankfully, able to get that back kill out of there, catching John try to continue his advantage state. That could have been so bad.
He is lucky that he decided he's a brave man for what he did, because most of the time people will get scared in this spot. You start getting hit, and then you get air dodge read into a falling nair. Congratulations, the game's now even because you just took a nair into that header, and now you're scared. But instead, Tilde said, I'm going to get aggressive twice. I did it with the forward air, got me out last time. This time I'm going to do it with the back air, and now he's one game away from getting himself into losing semis.
Yeah, this is huge. So, you know, you have to just keep it steady here, but John has some pretty big adaptations to make. Ultimately, when Tilde wasn't doing good, he wasn't getting the full extent of his advantage state. He's also started ledge trapping so well. You notice how he's standing at neutral get-up distance, and then he's jumping back to goal distance. John feels less safe in alternating between these options now.
Which that's so important. You need Numbers to, if you can get Numbers to not feel safe, you're doing it right. Because 90% of the time, he plays to make sure that Wii Fit is safe at all windows. Sun Salutation backed up with the header. Everything else, the defense has always been Numbers' greatest strength. Tilde has been breaking that down each and every game since, especially that last game.
He's been knocking on John's front door, saying, hey, I'm here. I'm at your home, your place of residence.
Looks like he didn't pay the bill, and he's going to get dragged down by that up B, so that's going to put him in a very precarious state. That forward air will not end up finding the mark, though.
Never wanted Debt Collector to hit me with Falco up B. That sounds
We already
brutal.
had the power knocked out earlier today because they ain't paying no bills, so we don't need that happening twice here. Might be looking like that, though, for Numbers in a second, but he did even the game back up very quickly.
Okay, the late down in, really good just tool there. It's just such an active, big hitbox that you never really expected to hit you until it does. Tilde getting a little bit ambitious, covering neutral get up. John was able to go back on, and the situation repeats itself over and over and over again. This is prophetic at this point. This is
like we said,
a prophecy.
Do you like reruns of The Office? How about Parks and Rec? Well, how about Tilde versus Numbers? It's exactly what you expect to see. It changes up a little bit each time, maybe, but it's the same outcome, which is also giving me that same feeling of,
okay,
I think Game 5 is incoming.
I'm just going to let that speak for itself for like a second. I feel like that moment needed space. You know, like in art, everything needs like a little bit of negative space. Sometimes it's best not to say anything at all.
Yeah, for these two, it's like, look, we need to talk. I don't want to talk. No, we need to talk. That conversation is not being had, but currently they're trying to figure things out, iron things out between their relationship, as that upper is going to sneak underneath and get that first stock.
Okay, right now dashing in there, the biggest issue has been consistently how do you actually close him. Floated a little bit too soon to do it. Numbers with good DI, keeping himself alive, and rolls back on.
He's refusing,
again and again and again.
Yeah, he's refusing to let that forward air read on a neutral get up, pulls off the stock. It's like, if you're going to do something, you better read the roll.
All right. Oh, that time we're actually going to be catching him. I'm surprised that John went over the ledge with it.
I am glad that Tilde stayed committed. He did forward air 3 times on ledge interactions, and then he does it one more time there.
The thief, he stole ledge control. That was ridiculous. The wall jump into like the fade back neutral to steal that. John was not ready for it.
It's so good. It's the same aspect of like the Link snatching you off of the ledge. If you are not ready for it, you have all of a sudden lost ledge control.
You're like, wait, this is my ledge trap.
It's like our ledge trap.
But Mom said it was my turn.
No, unplug the controller.
Oh man, Tilde right now getting so aggressive off stage. He wants that spike so badly, and he goes through that same ledge jump neutral
It's so
again and
active
again.
too. If you neutral get up in that spot, you get hit. If you roll on, it lets Tilde grab ledge. If you jump, he's not getting punished. So no matter what, if you try to do the aggressive option of neutral get up to get back at him, he now takes it away.
Oh my gosh, and just catching the DI again and again, able to confirm it into the back here. Tilde is just looking so good right now with all this pressure. John resets, but the question is for how long is it even going to last? Conditions the shield, punishes the shield. He's been doing this consistently and has been working for him, but the side beat into the back here, but a lovely confirm.
It's going to finally get the job done there. One more stock left to go for Tilde to try and move himself into loser semis, try and pushing Numbers out of the bracket, but that does not happen so easily as Numbers strikes right back.
Okay, oh, that could have been such a huge opening, but alas, the drag down actually ended up John sort of popping out behind Tilde. You need to go for the turnaround grab. You have to be super present with those situations.
Yeah. Ooh, he ends up getting the dragged off the platform, missed the tech, so he gets a little bit more damage. Looking for that downer at the ledge, but Numbers, again, we talked about it a little while ago. He finally made a mistake, but Numbers off of ledge has been really good so far here against Tilde, which right there, again, the rising up tilt gets him out.
Didn't find a confirm off of it. Looks for the catch on the early jump out. Didn't find a huge fall setup, but then didn't get the jab block that he was looking for.
That was the game. That was the game right there, but he missed the jab block like you said, and now all of a sudden we're in a very scary spot with deep breathing on deck for Numbers, but he's going to get the up air. He's going to push him away. Tries to swing at a disadvantage. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, there's his double jump.
That reset was incredible, but right now, John able to sneak out of down and up of his own. That didn't close it out quite yet, and now Tilde getting that landing. But
the frame trap still doesn't lead to the kill, though. Tilde has another shot. He gets back on, maybe here, but he gets the trade off with the F tilt instead, and yet another Defend the North. Game number 5 here on this Sunday.
that felt like such an aggressive ledge option for what that situation was like, wasn't it? Like, I feel like of all options, neutral as well doesn't have like necessarily like the biggest hitbox in front of like Falco's face. If anything, I feel like a forwarder would have been like more apt here for what Tilde was looking for. Granted, he was looking to maybe like catch John like shielding, because you can shield poke, you can land safely on shield. It was really aggressive. And when John is at the ledge, he wants one thing, and that's going to be F tilt every single day of the week.
We'll see what happens right now if he's able to. Who's able to take this out? Yet another weekly Xeno Classic. Right now, Tilde starting off with the ledge control, but like we said before, and as he shows it that punish, until they get up attack, he's been winning in that situation.
Okay, huge drag down potential, but then didn't actually get the full timing that he wanted. He ended up connecting the last hit. But again, just really good aggressive ledge options here. Looks to set up with the tech chase, but still positions himself in a way to punish that tech rollout. Wow.
Currently 66% on board. So far, these leads haven't been that much of a problem for Numbers so far. He's been able to kind of just box back and get himself back into the game. We'll see. Tilde getting a back off stage here with that forward air Dara. He's been going for it so many times at ledge. That time tried to mix it up with that down air, and Numbers saw through it.
We don't see those get up attacks too often. John saw that jump. He knew that Tilde was going to go through the down air, and he didn't want to just go back on. He wanted to punish Tilde for it in the gentlest way he knew how. With a get up attack, that was. And right now, John just going to be holding down the ledge here, but Tilde goes high, gets it down, and that's the confirm. That's a big lead. Wow. Yeah,
now this is one of the few leads where we've seen it like it looks like, okay, this might be something. Numbers has struck back so many times so fast, though, that it's almost poetic at this point with how quickly the lead will get eliminated. But here we go, straight 37%. Back off stage, though, and he gets the nair once again, Dar, to make sure he gets around that.
Oh, my God. But the header still came back to hit John. It said it wasn't done. I'm not finished with you.
That's a rare occasion, too. It's hard to keep it your turn against Numbers for so long, but he's doing exactly that. Forces the double jump, catches him with the down tilt, doesn't get the downer he's looking for, but the lead and the momentum has been heavily in Tilde's favor so far.
And then again, that same sun salutation grab. We're seeing that situation repeat itself over and over. I want to see a couple more spot dodges from Tilde, but hey, you know what? He knew that the F3 wouldn't kill. He's still alive. He's still in this.
And it was just perfectly executed route that Numbers made him take, too. Numbers was not able to find that F tilt that he wanted, though. You got to be careful about the get-up option here, because the get-up option could potentially lead to a good kill as he gets up there with the header, and he gets the air dodge. That's a bait once again, running up at him like he would dash attack the first time, but instead backs off and gets it anyways.
Oh yeah, but huge up tilt potential there. Didn't actually get to confirm. A little bit too low percent, and Numbers just had good hard DI to the left.
Yeah, Numbers looking for a lot of damage off that platform a second ago too. Luckily for Tilde, he didn't take more than 30%. Could have been a lot more. 119 straight hit back here. We'll take the stock.
Okay, just jumping in place here. Looking to maybe catch that goal back, but wow, WeFit's goal is just so huge. Oh no!
There's no shot. You just SD'd as Falco. Okay, he gets the tech back on.
That would have been tragic, but I still think Falco had like enough mileage to make it back on. That's going to be the stock. Tilde up with a very comfortable
return to sender. Did not want that package, and indeed goes for not one nair, but two. He gets the drag down. He's going to get a good amount of damage out of this. Even with that DI from John, still pushes him up to 45.
That was such good recognition that, like, hey, I'm not sure if I actually have this combo here. Instead, I'm just going to pressure your shield. And when this hits, I know that I have a combo this time.
And now Numbers, he's going for frame trap himself, but instead he ends up getting pushed away, and now it's 65%. Downer to downer at the ledge, which he looks for right there. That's the game. He's not making that back, and Tilde finds exactly the one downer he needs, and that's going to knock out Numbers from the bracket and push Tilde up to a guaranteed, at minimum, Final Four finish.
How poetic is it that, like, the same exact way that Game 1 finished is the exact same way that Game 5 finished? This is the same thing.
That's 2 sets in a row, by the way, because that's exactly how the set with PK Chris and G Extreme went, with the up smash to start, and then the same thing happens here in this Game 5 situation. It's been, again, poetic to a certain degree, but it's crazy how close these matches have been all night.
Yeah, and I have to say, I'm not sure why Numbers went through the drop-down double jump header. I feel like Tilde kept going through those downers.
Yep.
Just up until now, they weren't really connecting or getting those same kinds of spikes, because we saw John would go through like a lot of goals, he would like, you know, get up attacks a little bit later on, and then he reverted back to the drop-down double jump header at that position when Tilde was already jumping at him, and it didn't pan out the way he wanted it to.
Well, that's going to be the final portion of his bracket run. And also, due to some scheduling and power going out, and I have a train to catch, I do actually have to dip a little bit early. So